Baby, sail away. Take a break or stay. Print a magazine. Build a house of trees. Don't be so afraid that you'll leave one day. We can watch the new midnight sun in June. The world is spinning around you and me under the sun. We'll always stay in this heavy static sound.
Amazing. Oh, hello, everybody.
That's crazy. My it's not automatically going.
Oh, really?
It sucks. Yeah. Do we need to jump out and jump back in?
I don't know what it means.
I don't know what it means, but anyway, I'm so sorry, guys. Yes, Lauren, please share. Let everyone know. Come see us this Saturday, like Matthew was
Yeah.
saying.
I'm addressing our Facebook and YouTube audience right now. We're just live on Instagram as well, and we're having some phone issues with this thing. I think somebody commented that Chris was super hot, and then the phone broke. It was like boom, boom, it happened.
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
I was like, no compliments for you, Chris.
Chris is hot. Now nothing works.
Oh, we got South Africa in the house.
Yes, we
What
do.
is up? That's
Hey,
so
everybody.
cool. I love to see that.
Comments going on Facebook and YouTube. Julie says, "Hey there, fellas."
What's
You
up, Julie?
Got Janet hanging out. There's Julie laughing a little bit. What's up,
Hey.
everybody? Good morning.
All
Good
right.
morning.
So awesome to have you guys here. Hey, really quick, while
Yes,
y'all are here, give me
please.
any fun stories from the weekend.
I don't have a fun story from the weekend, but I have a story from the weekend.
Oh boy. All right.
Well, if you want it, we can
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
I was gonna put it in the podcast, but we can do it here.
Okay. Let's do it here.
We'll do it here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I coach hockey.
Yes.
And I'm the head coach of our high school hockey team here, and my oldest son plays on the team.
Right.
My oldest son had a really good game on Saturday night. Okay,
Awesome.
and after is customary for the team, we pass out awards. Okay, so
Right.
we have a defensive award that's like a big red chain or gold chain, and then we've got a wrestling belt
Oh, that's
that we
cool.
give the offensive player of the game.
Oh, very cool.
Right. So we pass out offensive, defensive player of the game. And, one of the things that I really pride myself on as a coach is I'm not the coach's dad that a lot of coaches are. And what I mean by that is, and you guys probably have experienced this if you've been on teams before, there's a lot of coaching dads or moms rather, and they pay way more attention to their own kids than they do the rest of the team. Is that a mosquito?
For sure. Yes, it
a
probably
mosquito.
is.
That's
I'm
so weird.
sorry. I've left the door open. So
Oh, you're good. I haven't seen a mosquito in a long time. But I tried not to be the pay attention to my son more, play my son more, do all those
Well,
things, right?
and we've all seen that destroys the culture of the team. Like it especially if you have a coach that's favoring their own child a lot.
It's not good.
No, it never is. And it's it would suck for a coach, especially if their child is really good at the sport, because they need to play him, but they have to be really careful.
Yeah. Well, and I
Yeah.
just get worried about what will that mean for my own boys in the locker room? Are they going to have to put up with kids giving them crap about
sure.
you're only playing because your dad's the coach, that kind of a thing? Now, luckily, both of my boys are very, very good.
Yeah, I know. They're really, really good. And
They're
they're
very
both
good.
huge, and they're
Yes.
incredibly powerful.
My youngest
Yeah.
son is 4th in the league right now for points out of 270 players or something
Wow.
like that.
Yeah.
So he's
See.
good. And my oldest is defense, so he doesn't score as much, but he's excellent. Any rate, long story short, sometimes because I'm trying so hard not to be that coach and that dad, I swing too hard the other way.
For which can then cause another issue.
And that's what happened this weekend. We swung too hard the other way, and at the end of the game, I gave the defensive award to another defenseman
Sure.
who, don't get me wrong, had a great game, did a lot of things right, had an incredible practice the whole week. But my son clearly, he outplayed almost everybody on the team that night.
Right.
And he deservingly should have gotten the award, and he was very pissed off that he didn't get it, seeing as how it went to somebody else. And it's okay. It was a great opportunity for me and him to connect. I was so happy that he told me that it bothered him. And I told him what I just told you. I said, man, I try so hard not to be that guy that sometimes I think I swing the other way.
Right.
And I'm sorry about that.
Did he understand?
I think he did. He seems
That's
okay.
huge. Yeah.
But I just feel like such a turd. Even this morning, like last night, I went to bed. I could barely sleep. I was like, Nick, I'm such a bad dad. Such a
No,
bad coach.
the fact that you actually pulled him aside, because if he can actually, I mean, it'd be huge for him to do this, but to put himself in your position, which I don't know if he can do it, but at the same time, he's old enough. I think he's got the awareness to do it. But it's a tough spot, especially when
such a hard spot.
Yeah, and when his statistics are dominating everybody else's, maybe that's what you go by. You literally just let the math do the picking.
Yeah,
Maybe,
but you know, as a
know.
coach, you know this as a coach. Sometimes there's ulterior motives to why you're giving somebody the compliment, the pad, the push, the bump, the trophy. You're doing it to build confidence, you know, and in a lot of ways, that was the thing that we were doing for this other kid. He's emerging. He was a bubble kid. He was going to, you know, right on the cusp of even making the team. Right. He's made great strides. He's really trying hard. And so, you know, as a coach, sometimes you're giving out the trophy for multiple reasons, not just how well did you play in this game.
Yeah.
But it sucks when you're 17 and you played your ass off and you didn't get the hardware, right?
He's going to get a lot more awards in this future, though. I mean,
That's what I told him.
Good.
I was like, Gordy, like, you're just getting going, dude.
Yeah. His shelf is going to be full. He won't remember this in a year. So.
I hope not. I hope not.
Too.
And best case scenario, he goes out and tears it up this weekend and he gets the defensive award this weekend.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the hope. So
dude,
when are we going to get you out for a game?
Story. I would love, you know what? Aren't we all going to come out in,
isn't it Saturday night?
Is this Saturday, isn't it?
After the Louisville thing.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, if you guys want. I think it's like an 8 o'clock game.
Okay. Cool.
But it might be in Chandler, dude.
That's not too far.
It's not too far.
No, that's not bad.
It'll take you 30 minutes.
Our friends from Chandler. Lauren.
We got our friend from Chandler.
Lauren's from Chandler. So we're good.
Yeah, Julie says, I was going to say that's so hard because it's such a fine line for you to pull. It is. And even Gordy told me when we were talking about it, I was like, buddy, I try so hard not to be that coach for his kid. And even Gordy said, yeah, dad, all the kids tell me that my dad's the first dad that doesn't treat his kid like a coach's kid.
Oh, that's cool.
So we've definitely done it.
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't make it easy on these
never
particular
does.
instances.
Hey, we got Sharon from Wales.
Hey,
That's
Sharon.
So cool. So my last name, Powell, is a Welsh last name.
Oh, it is?
And I've tracked it all the way back to Stratford something Avon.
Really?
Is like right there in Wales. Yeah.
Speaking of Avon, here's Cynthia from Connecticut.
That's nothing to do with Avon.
Oh, there's an Avon, Connecticut. It's right outside of Hartford. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I take it back.
Beautiful neighborhood.
What's up, Cynthia?
Yeah.
So check this out.
Go. You got a story from the weekend?
Yeah. So guys, so Matthew shows up today and he's just like, wow, so you've got pumpkins at your doorstep already.
They say happy Thanksgiving.
Say happy Thanksgiving. So, and I said, hold on, dude, there's a story behind that. So Ruby went to her, and here's the thing, guys.
How did I know this was going to start with that?
For years, we've been good about holidays and decorations and all this stuff. When I had a significant other, you know, because you can divide and conquer, and so we can get a lot more done. Since I've been doing this, you know, the single dad life, it's just holy smokes. I just can't stay up on Christmas lights and Thanksgiving and Halloween and Easter, and so it's like our decorations they're slim. We'll just put it that way. So she went over to her friend's house this weekend, and I pull up, and Dad's out front with multiple inflatables. You know, and here we are. It's the end of September, so Dad's got multiple inflatables in the front yard. They've got spider webs all over the door, and I go inside, and there's pumpkins and witches and all this stuff. And Ruby's like, Dad, look at all this stuff, and I'm like, oh man,
we're going to Home Goods.
Dude, I was like, get in the car. So we went to Walmart.
You did?
Yeah. And so that henceforth the pumpkin, and then they got the hay bale over there, and I got but here's the thing, like,
you got some good stuff.
Yeah, we got some, it's enough. And then there's a cat coming out of a pumpkin. It's an inflatable. It's on the other side.
I saw the inflatable.
Yes, it's on the other side of this wall. So it's going up this afternoon.
All right, good for you, dude.
Yes. So
I know it's hard.
Check off the box that we are now decorated for Thanksgiving.
Right.
Or for Halloween. And see, here's what I did. I combined Halloween and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you're good.
So that's why the pumpkins out front say Happy Thanksgiving. And then we've got, you know, the hay bale, and I got like a little cornucopia thing over there. So, but then I got the cat coming out of the pumpkin, which is Halloween. So we're just kind of
I like it.
Two birds with one stone.
It is a very strange thing to walk up on a pumpkin that reads Happy Thanksgiving, but it does make sense because pumpkins and gourds and all of the cornucopias that are, used to be a part of the thing.
There you go.
Thing.
$12.
I can't even talk today.
You're good. I know exactly what you're talking about. $12 at Walmart, and I knocked off two holidays.
Well,
so
good
we're
for
good.
you.
Yeah.
Gosh, just $12.
Well, $12 for that one that says Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh,
It came to, I don't know, it came to like $45 or something because of the inflatable. And then
was cash into it. It was cash. Like, who cares?
Cash doesn't care.
Yeah.
He just like, we came home. I was like, and it was just me and Ruby at Walmart. So it was a fun trip. She's thrilled because now we are finally celebrating Halloween and Thanksgiving.
Back me up on this Instagram. Back me up on this Facebook and YouTube. If it weren't for women, there would be no decorations in the world.
This might be true.
I mean, I'm not saying that's the blanket statement, but it's pretty close to the blanket statement. My wife has decorations for every holiday. She's got lights for the kids' birthdays. There's a thing for everything. There's more bins in my attic and my garage than I can count.
Yeah.
We are fully decorated, and I'm not responsible for a lick of it.
Oh no, I never was before, but now like it's just because the kids have had that experience and it makes such a big deal of the holidays. Like, but here's the thing though, I admit deep down inside, it's really enjoyable. When I come up to the house and Andrea over on Facebook, she says, I need a woman. I can't combine the two. No. Yeah. I am unsuccessful at trying to do both.
Cynthia, you're right. There are some guys who will decorate. I give you that.
Yeah. Well, they'll do the inflatables and the lights and stuff like that. I guess but at the same time, yeah, I need some help.
I'm with Andrea. I could do without the decorations.
Yeah.
I get they're festive and I love the way they look, but yeah, it's just the whole thing of like putting them up, taking them down, storing them, all the things.
It's a pain. So when does your Christmas tree go up then?
Probably right after Thanksgiving.
Okay, so does mine.
Yeah.
And I love it.
You love
the Christmas tree.
Okay.
Yes, it is on every night. It just adds a warmth to the room. And
Yes.
it's up through January usually for me.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it going, man.
Anyone who's followed me on Insta for a while, they know that's my jam. And I just love to sit back on the couch. Oh, yeah. Don't worry, Gina. Gina asked on Facebook. She said, didn't ask. She said, don't forget to take them trick-or-treating. 100%, Gina. It's going to happen. In fact, I bought Ruby's outfit yesterday for trick-or-treating, and she's going with her good friend. They are going to be, they're going to be Annie and Hallie. Does anyone know? I want to see this. Any guesses who Annie and Hallie are? Annie and Hallie. It's from a movie from the early 2000s, maybe late 90s, early 2000s. It's Ruby's favorite movie of all time.
Frozen?
Nope.
No,
Hold on.
Frozen was Bella and
Frozen is Elsa and
Bella.
No. Hold on.
Bella's
Beauty and the Beast. It's Elsa and Anna. So this is Annie and Hallie. Any guesses? Okay, hold on. Speaking of Frozen, my Instagram's frozen.
Okay, get up there and
see if anyone up there's guessing.
Yeah, see if you can get it. And then here they go. Sarah got it, didn't she?
Oh, Sarah got it.
Sarah nailed it. Did everybody on Instagram nail it too? Holy smokes, keep going. We got a lot of people commenting on Instagram. We're sorry the phone has been frozen. We haven't been able to see any of them. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Dude, you guys are amazing. So, oh my gosh, speaking of which. Oh yeah. Live Love got it. Parent Trap.
Yep, Live Long got it. So did Sarah King.
The coolest name ever. You got it too. I love it.
So she's gonna go as the crew in Parent Trap.
Yes, she's gonna go as a young Lindsay Lohan.
That's so fun.
In Parent Trap, yes. So
have you seen those new costumes that are out, the new masks that are out that are Bluetooth to your phone?
No.
So it's like an LED screen on your face, and you can literally go through and you can pick different masks and it'll just display on the screen.
No.
Yes, you could literally be a different character for every house.
That's so cool.
Isn't that weird?
That's awesome. Yes,
like
I love it. Yes,
it's
that's amazing. My costume over the last 4 years, it's the same one. But I made the mask It's Randy from South Park.
Okay.
Yeah. And so
And you just do that every year?
I do it every year.
That's
Yes, I got
amazing.
the whole suit and everything. It's literally sitting in the back right now. I totally pull it out.
I remember one year for Halloween, we were doing something on the radio, and we brought in a special effects makeup artist who does horror movies.
Oh wow.
And
Whoa.
we sat in the morning show doing the morning show, and for 3 hours he worked on my makeup,
Wow.
and it was insane.
I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure.
I
Did
give
he
it up
have
to those
like
guys.
was your like cheek ripped open or something or?
Y'all have to look for the photos and see if I
Okay.
can't find them because they are legit.
Yeah, you have to post those photos.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm not
So-
gonna look for them right now.
Okay, well, last Halloween story here because we still have we got plenty of room to go for Halloween. But so last year, check this out.
Okay.
Last year we ended up going trick or treating in another neighborhood. I mean, just I don't know, a mile, 2 miles away from here. We came back and it looked like someone had smashed our pumpkins. And I'm like, oh, come on, really? The only thing that was odd about this though was that there was no debris, but all the pumpkins looked like they had been sliced in half.
If you live in Arizona, you know what's coming next.
Yes, if you live in Arizona,
You
you
know
know
100%
exactly.
what's coming next.
Not kidding. There was no pumpkin on the ground, but all of our pumpkins had been cut, almost looked like they had been cut in half. Any guesses as to what happened to our pumpkins? Any guesses?
Well, we'll see if anybody can spell it properly too when they
This
try to
is
answer the
true.
question, right?
Now, okay, so then I'll admit they had these interesting little curve marks all around them. Every single pumpkin, we had 4 pumpkins out there. The tops were literally gone off
Yeah.
of all of them with these interesting little, I'm going to call them bite marks. Any guesses? I'm running over to Insta right now.
Yeah, see
So
if
check
anybody
this
can
out.
get it. Wild Animal got it. Wild Animal for sure. Absolutely. And it was, is anybody getting it?
Oh, yeah. KMLIN. And yo, what's up, brother? How you doing?
So
Yeah.
Tina Douglas says a raccoon. It was not a raccoon. It was, in fact, Kathy got it right. A
Yes.
javelina.
Javelinas.
So if you guys don't know what javelinas are, if you don't have them in your neck of the woods, they are in the rodent family, although many people think that they're in the pig family. They're not. They're in the rodent family.
Get out.
Yeah,
I thought they were pigs.
they're not at all.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're in the rodent family, and they can be really mean if they're in packs.
Yes.
And they are notorious for after Thanksgiving or after Halloween, ransacking neighborhoods and eating everybody's pumpkins.
Yep. And did you know in Arizona, this is true, you can look it up. It is illegal to put pumpkins on your porch in Arizona because it attracts the javelinas.
There it is.
They actually passed a law that you're not supposed to, I mean, they don't enforce it,
Right.
but
It's like the 4th of July. No fireworks anywhere.
yes. Yeah. Exactly
Right.
right. Totally. So yeah, sure enough,
How
the
about that?
javelina they all got all of our pumpkins. So yeah. Which is actually,
And they're so messy.
oh yeah. But we went from, oh man, who would do that to us, to, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
My favorite javelina story is I had just gotten to Arizona. It's like 2010, 2011, and I'm on the radio. And I'm sometimes on the radio. You should know this. We lie. And we tell stories. We embellish on stories just to produce a reaction and get people engaged and get going. Right. And so I told this story. I was out riding my bike one time and I came up on a pack of javelinas, maybe about 9 or 10 of these javelinas.
Wow.
And you're supposed to leave them alone. You're not supposed to engage them at all.
Right.
Right. Which I did. And
Right.
I knew better. And I didn't engage. But the next morning I went on the radio and I said, I was on my bike ride last night and I came up on this pack of javelinas and I thought, oh my God, these pigs are so cute. And so I rode closer to them. And then I got really close to them and they started getting a little aggressive. And all of a sudden the phones just started lighting up, right? And it's all these people going, you got to leave them alone. They'll attack you. They'll hurt you, the whole thing. And I'm like, and on the radio, I kept saying, I kept trying to pet one. I kept trying to get close enough to pet one. My audience lost their mind. It was awesome.
I'm sure they did. Have you ever seen the teeth on those things?
Those tusks.
They've got tusks.
Yes.
Oh man, they're no joke.
And
Yeah.
the fact that they're in the rodent family, doesn't that make you kind of even think they're grosser?
Yeah.
Andre's never heard of them. How big are they? They are literally the size of a pig. They look like a pig.
Yeah. Yeah. They absolutely look like a pig. with like really thick hair.
They even have like a
And
little snout.
I'm blown away that they're not in the pig family. That's wild, but
I know.
yeah, it's so
Big
cool.
ass rodents, says
Yeah,
Julie.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes, they are.
I know. It's giant rodents is the truth.
Yes,
Holy
they are.
smokes.
Okay, well, we got a podcast
do.
to do here in a
We do.
moment. Yeah.
We're going to talk to a woman today. Her name is Brianna, and it is such an incredible transformation story because, and what I love about this interview that we're getting ready to have today is her story is so very common.
It is a story 100% that so many people it'll resonate with so many,
Especially women.
Yep, absolutely. She'd always been decently fit. She ended up gaining 107 pounds.
She had a
or
baby
so.
and then
Yep,
put 70 pounds.
Yep, had a baby, put on 70 pounds, and continued to gain. And before you know it, her baby was a year old, and she just felt completely lost and was inspired. She actually picked up the magazine, the People magazine, half their size
Her
issue.
son picked it up.
Yes,
They were at the grocery store, and her 1-year-old grabbed this magazine and handed it to his mom. And the title of the magazine was "How They Lost 100 Pounds."
Yeah, isn't that wild?
That's so
And
crazy.
she was 250 pounds at the time, and she saw that. And there's another woman in there. She's from Minnesota. There's another woman from Minnesota who she read about that lost 130 pounds, like after having
This
her
trainer,
kid.
right? Yep.
Yeah, and she just thought, well, if she could do it, I
I
could
can
do
do
it.
it too.
And she turned around and she did it. And she's completely changed her life in the process, but she's also been through a really wild ride. And this is what we're excited to talk to her about today, because she said she wants to be really open about it. She didn't have all the support that she wanted in the process, and she ended up, her marriage ended up
I didn't
I
know
would
that
say
part.
falling apart. Yeah, but she ended up leaving. And it was just an unhealthy relationship with their marriage. And so, yeah, and she's gone through all these crazy changes, but now she's living into this incredible future that she's created for herself. So now she's a trainer and a certified nutritionist, and she's helping
Amazing.
other people through the journey. And so we are so excited to dig in with her and let her share her story, because she's such an inspiration.
She showed up in the same magazine she picked up 5 years later.
Oh, how cool is that?
That's what's so neat about
Yeah.
her story. It is literally full circle. And
Yeah.
so we're going to go have a chat with her today. As we wind up, just a quick reminder, friends, that if you're in Arizona this weekend, we are going to be live from Lululemon in the Scottsdale Fashion Square starting at 10:30. That's when the podcast will begin, and we invite everybody to come out. We can't invite people to Body because that's more of a closed gym for training session and where you're going to be, but you're only going to be there like 5 minutes anyways.
It'll be a fast one. Yeah.
This hottie is going to be inside the Scottsdale Fashion Square, though, for like a solid hour and a half at the Lululemon store.
You're not going to leave that alone.
I promised you all day I'm coming
All right.
back to it.
Look, if you're in Arizona, come hang out with us next Saturday at Scottsdale Fashion Square. What's the time on that? Is it 9:30 or 10?
Well, we're going to get on. We're going to hopefully start podcasting around 10:30.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So yeah, come see us. Lululemon, Scottsdale Fashion Square. If you're in Arizona, you know exactly where that is.
Yeah, and the best entrance, as I just figured out the other day, is to go in the movie theater entrance there, right off of, I think it's Scottsdale Road. You make that left and you kind of go down, and then that way when you pop up, you kind of come right up into Lulu.
That's it right there. So we will be there, Lululemon, next weekend, Saturday. We'll see you guys there. Come join us. We're gonna have a blast. So it's gonna be a ton of fun.
All right,
Guys, thank you for joining us this morning.
such a great little sesh. We'll see you
Yes.
next week.
It's gonna be a fun interview
Okay.
right now.
And if you're coming
Be a
up to Lulu this weekend, we'd love to have you. And then don't forget, we're going to be running in the 10K November 12th, which is a whole thing you and I have to talk about. And we'll talk about that in the podcast, though.
Okay.
I have
we'll
some
get
questions.
All right,
I'm not sure I can
don't
do
be-
this,
you're-
man.
Yes, you're gonna be fine.
I'm
Don't-
not sure about
don't be
this.
scared. We'll start. You know what? Come out. We'll go on some desert runs together.
Okay.
Do it. We'll knock out a couple of 5Ks.
That's actually the story. That's what I've been doing the last 2 days, and I'm not walking properly because of it. So it's just going to take some time. All right, guys.
Awesome.
Have a great day.
Love you guys. See ya.
See you next time. Bye, Instagrammers.